All right, everyone. Treasure hunting is in the air. There have been 2 trailers for Tomb Raider where Lara Croft is hot again. Let's go. But when it comes to treasure hunting, there is only one name that should come across everyone's minds, and that is the one and only Indiana Jones. Today we are going to rank the 5 Indiana Jones movies. I know. Even if you do believe there's only 3, which... fair point. I see what you're saying. We're going through the 5 Indiana Jones movies that have come out, and we are going to rank all of them. Now, I don't have a fedora, but I thought the frog and toad hat would do well enough for this video. Before we start, take a look at this beautiful whiteboard. Now, I'm always waiting for you guys to compliment my whiteboard making skills down in the comments, but you never do it. I put all this work into a beautiful, amazing looking whiteboard, and no one ever compliments me. It's getting on my nerves. So if you like my whiteboard, please let me know down in the comments. Oh, it would make my day. But yeah, look at that. We got cobwebs, we got torches, we got the fedora, and we have this weird looking golden skull. And on the side, we have the 5 movies lined up. Now this is fun. I'm excited for this. Indiana Jones is one of those characters that I absolutely love. I know there's a ton of people out there who say that. He's a great character. It's swashbuckling. It's adventurous. It's charming in its way. Like, there is only one Indiana Jones. And then when it comes to video games, obviously you got hot Lara Croft, but even better, one of my favorite video games, the Uncharted series with the one and only Nathan Drake. But when it comes to treasure hunting characters, Indiana Jones is the grandfather of that. He's awesome. You could go on and on and on about this character, about these movies, about George Lucas, about John Williams, about Spielberg, the whole gang. And if you're watching this video, I know you love Indiana Jones just as much as I do. So we will not waste any more time. Just kidding. We will. If this is something that you like, please check out my channel. I like to talk about movies new and old. Yeah, this is one of my most favorite things to do, is actually go through and rank movies and give my thoughts about them real quick, you know. It's always fun to reminisce on a series as a whole and pin them up against each other. So if that's something that interests you, either that or like talking about movies just in any way, that's what I do over on my channel. Any sort of support helps out a ton. Without further ado, let's just get into this video. Let's get into ranking the 5 Indiana Jones movies. Now, in 5th place, let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. So down in 5th place, womp womp. Have to do it to him. The newest one, the Dial of Destiny. Now, this came out a couple years ago. Harrison Ford is about 99 years old in this movie. It had some aspects of an Indiana Jones movie, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't have been a thing. Neither of these 2 movies should have really been a thing, but this one even more so. Obviously, it's an Indiana Jones movie. You have Harrison Ford, you have some adventure scenes, some action scenes, all that stuff that we love about Indiana Jones, but you only get glimpses of it. And it's, in all honesty, kind of reverting back from the ending of Crystal Skull. So, yes, he's still a professor, but no one respects him. They like to do that a lot, Hollywood, with these classic characters. They turn them into jokes. They did that to Indiana Jones until he picked up that hat and bullwhip again and went on an adventure. But yeah, in his class, he's in like the school, and just him becoming a bum basically back home. I didn't like how they did that to Indiana Jones, and I wasn't a fan of the whole time travel thing at the end. I don't know. If he would have stayed in the past, that would have been even more stupid. Yeah, there's some things that I liked about it, some things that I didn't like about it, but when you compare it to, like, it's a fine movie by itself, I guess, but when you compare it to the rest of the Indiana Jones series franchise, it falls short. Same deal with the Crystal Skull. It probably shouldn't have been a thing. but it was. I liked the beginning. I liked certain aspects of it as well. I liked how they introduced Shia LaBeouf's character, so Indiana Jones's son. What is it, Mutt or something, I think they call him. There were good parts of it. I thought it was cool. I thought the twist of Mutt being his son and then them getting to go on an adventure together. Same with Miriam tagging along as well again. And then the ending, everyone talks about the ending. You got the aliens coming and it's just goofy. But there's a good portion of the movie that is fine, that is okay, that is fun to watch, that feels like Indiana Jones. But it's just not the classic trilogy, you know? So that being said, it got its spot at number 4. There's nothing much more to be said about those two. Like I said, there's bits and pieces of it that I like, that I remember, but they are not as memorable, in my opinion, as the original 3, and not as infamous as these 3 films. That being said, we are in the podium. So we got bronze, 3rd place, 2nd place, silver, and then gold for 1st place. For bronze, for 3rd, we are going with the Temple of Doom. The Temple of Doom. In all honesty, if this did not have Short Round in it, it probably would have had a spot down here. I found the woman in it super annoying. She was just screaming the entire time, being annoying, and the whole adventure that they were going on didn't speak to me as much as these two. It was still pretty cool. It was like, oh my gosh, there's this crazy cult of like devil worship people, and they have kids enslaved and in the mines, and then they kind of free them and all that. And you got Short Round, who's so funny. I love him in this movie. And Indiana Jones is fit in this movie when he gets like the one sleeve cut off, you know, and he's got the unbuttoned stuff. I'm not gay, I promise, but he looked cool. And you got the iconic minecart scene where they're racing out of the tunnels and getting out. Saying there's iconic scenes is a given when you're talking about Indiana Jones. So, like, I could go on and on and on about that. Temple of Doom. I liked it. I thought I liked it a lot more than I did after rewatching it. Like, my thoughts about it was, oh, I think Temple of Doom is my favorite one. And that was my thought until I rewatched it again a couple years ago. And I was like, I like these two better. I like these two better than Temple of Doom. So it kind of got bumped down on my list. I had high hopes for this newest one, but it just fell a bit short. I thought maybe that could bump up past Temple of Doom, but it's whatever. Oh yeah, and about that 5th one too. I didn't like that CGI bit of de-aging Harrison Ford at the beginning. Especially like when they zoom out on him and he's like running on top of the train. It's literally a CGI dude running on a train. I'm like, first of all, you can't even see his face. Why not just throw in a 24-year-old dude, a real guy running on a train? You know? But they made the whole entire character a CGI. It looked bad. I forgot to say that. Yeah, so Temple of Doom, pretty good. Pretty good. That brings us to the last two. In silver, we've got Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh, man. It is such a good movie. It's a classic. The original Indiana Jones. You have Miriam. You have Nazis. You have the desert searching for the Ark of the Covenant. You get a glimpse of Dr. Jones when he's in his class, you know? And then all the chicks are fawning over him. It's just so awesome and a classic, and they have that religious story tied into it of the Ark of the Covenant, which I really like about the Indiana Jones franchise, is that, yeah, religion plays a big part in what they're doing, the story that they're telling, the artifacts that they're looking for. Raiders of the Lost Ark really leaned into that. Well, it was the first one, so it started out with that, which I very much appreciated and very much enjoyed. And it's just, oh man, from the school figuring out, hey, I have to go find Miriam because I know that she has this piece that is needed. So from the school to the snow at Miriam's bar, and then, you know, all this travel, and you get like iconic map scenes where it's like, oh, he's going this way, that way, this way. Oh, it's so fun and so awesome. And then they finally get the Ark of the Covenant, and it gets opened and all that goes down and people start dying, and it's just so fun. But Raiders of the Lost Ark is not number one. That spot belongs solely to Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade. Dun, 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 dun. I love this movie so much, man. I love it. It's amazing. You get the father-son dynamic. You get the River Phoenix intro with young Indiana running across the circus train, trying to get the cross. The iconic line, "This belongs in a museum.
This should be in a museum."
And then you get the passing down of the fedora. The hat comes on, then the hat comes up, and then Indiana Jones, as an adult, gets punched in the face. Oh my gosh, father and son dynamic. You got the hot chick as well, the German chick. You didn't know she was German until she switched up. Oh my gosh, that was a crazy thing. You get Marcus helping. They're over in Italy. They're doing this stuff in the tunnels. You get the rats. You get the fire going up. You get the boat scene chase. You get... What else do you get? They go to this big old palace thing, and you get the romance. You get romance. They are not afraid to do romance in this book. They aren't afraid to have the main character be charming, to be suave, to be seductive almost, to have women want him. Like, he's adventurous, he's charming, he's smart. You get all of that. And then she obviously turns on him. Oh man. And you get Indiana Jones's dad. You get Indiana Jones's dad after 3 movies. It's a great dynamic between the two. You get the scene where Indiana Jones is on top of the tank and they have fighting and they were riding on horses and stuff, and then the tank falls off the cliff, and then they think that Indiana Jones died, but then he climbs up and he shows up behind them, makes a joke. It's all funny. Dude, oh man. And then the overarching story of looking for the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail. Which again is another artifact piece from religion, from Christianity. The cup of Christ, and that is the thing that they're looking for, and he does find it. And obviously you get the crazy like old knight who's basically there to protect the Grail for hundreds of years or whatever, and he's super old. But you get the Nazis, you get the fighting, you get adventure and treasure, and it's just a perfect movie. I think I ranked this a 10 out of 10, if not like a 9.5, but I love this movie so much. It's my favorite out of the whole franchise. This is my rankings. Let me zoom out for you guys to see. Like always with these videos, I am more curious on what you guys have to say than I am about yapping about it myself. This is what I have. We have Dial of Destiny, Crystal Skull, Temple of Doom, Raiders, and Last Crusade. What's your guys' list? Let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys, reading what you guys have to say, because I know there's a lot of people who like this franchise just as much as I do and have their own opinions on what they think is the best, what they think is better. So if you disagree with me, let me know why. But Indiana Jones, man, it's a classic. It for a time I wanted to be an archaeologist because of Indiana Jones. I'm like, I want to find cool historical stuff. So there was a phase where I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to search for treasure like Indiana Jones. So he's had an impact on my life and so many people's lives. These movies are great. I love them so much. The character of Indiana Jones is the GOAT, especially when it comes to treasure hunting. Sorry, Lara Croft. Sorry, Nathan Drake. Indy's got you beat. That's my ranking for these movies, the Indiana Jones ranking. That's about all I have to say about these movies. If you got this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. It helps out a lot, so thank you. If you liked this video, give it a like. That helps out a ton. Other than that, that's all I had to say. I'm sure I will have more ranking videos in the future. If there is something that you want me to rank, let me know down in the comments as well, and I'll see if I can get to it. Anyways, that's about it. I'll let you guys get on with your day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.